kuJanuary siseSandlwana amabutho lanaye lapha sizokhuluma ngokunqoba ibingekho ke indlela yokuthi singanqobi enkantolo ukunqoba kaZulu wonkana kodwa futhi ngithi mina ukunqoba kwesilo uZwelithini kaBhekuzulu ngoba uye ngibona ukuthi ufakwe emakhothi engasekho njalo kodwa ngibona enqoba ngibona eyilwela angeke ngisho ukuthi kuyangijabulisa lokhu mina ngempela mixed emotion singathi sinqobile kodwa ngakolunye uhlangothi sidabukile ukuthi kwenzekani esizweni sikaZulu sibukwa yizwe kabuhlungu sizwe elikhulu kangaka siyisizwe esikhulu kangaka bese kuba khona izinto ezilokhu zisiphazamisa yebo khona ungaboni ngasolinye lapha nalapha fanele kube into ephelayo kodwa ngeke sisithi lokhu kunqoba nathi kusijabulisa kakhulu ngoba kubhlungu ukuthi lento yenzeka endlini yengonyama endlini yesilo endlini kaBhusha endlini yenkosi uMaphumzana endlini kaMamonga endlini kaHlamvana Bhulumlilo endlini kaMsimude amakhosi amakhulu kangaka bese sibonakala ezweni sesilwa sodwa phakathi kwabantu kungiphatha kabi kakhulu kubhlungu lokho ngeke ngithi ngoba sinqobile bese ngithi ngiyajabula ngokuthi inkosi yethu izokwazi ukukhuluma namhlanje ngoba bekuzoba iblow enkulu esizweni ukuthi ayikakhulumi futhi ngithi ngakolungisa ngathi ukunqoba komthetho rule of law ijustice ngoba wonke umuntu uyakholwa manje ngizwe kahle ngithe mina uma ngabe inkantolo ithe inkosi yethu ayingakhulumi siyisizwe esihlonipha umthetho ibizohlala ithula ithi du kodwa impi bizophathwa undunankulu kaZulu ngoba mangabe undunankulu kwaZulu ekhona leso sizwe asilimele nokancane.
So this is round 1. Round 2 is coming. We still await the judgment by Judge Madondo on those other matters that were taken to court. Seems as if these lengthy legal battles will continue to take place.
Angicabanga ukuthi mhlawumbe sisazothatha isikhathi eside silwa njengoba bengishilo ngithi siyabonga namhlanje ukuthi kuliwa ngazi izinkantolo ngoba mawungayendunda kusuka zalala insizwa zenkosi kodwa sibonga uNkulunkulu ukuthi akho umuntu osafile kuze kube manje okusho ukuthi kukhona ukuxoxisana nginethemba lokuthi egcineni sizophuma simunye siyisizwe nongaboni abone ngoba iqiniso alihlangani namanga noma ungathi wena useqinisweni kodwa uma usemangeni usuku usemangeni kodwa uma useqinisweni useqinisweni simi eqinisweni.
How is the process led by Minister Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, the mediation process that was meant to bring together warring factions within the royal family? When is she tabling the report to the president? Do you know?
Asinalwazi ngoba ubukhona umhlangano lwesithathu ezositshela umchunu ukuthi sebeyiqedile ireport bazoyisa ku president uye ku president ozoyianalyze bese ibuyisa endlunkulu.
There were also reports about the king's security concerns that the king's security needs to be beefed up. Do you know about that?
Anginalwazi empeleni nje ningakhuluma ngokubeefa up isecurity thina sizosamazulu siyisecurity ngokwethu akekho umuntu ongathinta inkosi yethu mangaze kodwa ke ngomthetho phela wesilungu ngakhulunywa ngokubeefa up security kodwa angisiboni isidingo salokho kodwa angeke ngikhulume ngakho ngoba ngikwazi angaze ngikuzwe.
Financially, how difficult it has been because the provincial government has decided not to support the traditional ceremonies of the royal family and the palaces. Lomkhosi is not supported by the provincial government. Financially, how has that affected the king and the royal family?
Sithinteke kakhulu kodwa ngiyazi ukuthi uhulumeni unestand sakhe sokuthi angaxhasi imkhosi ngengakusho lokho asinankinga nakho kubhlungu ngoba phela siyathanda ukuya phambili kodwa ngakolunye uhlangothi ngibona sengathi sinathi sivulelekile ukuthi ake siphume ngaphandle kahulumeni sibonke sizakalaphi ngoba omasipala namhlanje sebeyazi ukuthi bangobani siyakwazi ukuvela kubo osomabhizinisi siyakwazi ukuvela kubo yithuba nje lokuthi nathi ke sinyakaza ukuthi ngaphandle kwahulumeni singaphila siyephi ngoba phela uhulumeni ukhona kodwa sikhona sisizwe samaZulu siyakwazi ukuphila noma uhulumeni ngeke empeleni kwayena uhulumeni uguqumezela ukuthi abantu abafunda ukuzenzela so si practice lokho ke.
Thank you very much. I've spotted a convoy here, Masego. I think it's Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, who is the traditional prime minister of the Zulu nation. We're going to take a walk here. I've spotted a convoy arriving, and usually I can tell you that there is a Corolla there, that is in front, as we see some of those who will be representing the British here who were fighting with Amazulu. I think Amazulu traditional Prime Minister Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi will be arriving shortly, as we see abantwana basendlunkulu as well arriving. These are princes. I think that side Jokomane will show you that they will be arriving. Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi will be arriving. Bantwana niyaphila kodwa? Sikhona nina benkosi. Abantwana sebekhona. Okay, these are the senior these are the princes. I think this is Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, but we will take a walk and take a closer look. If it's not Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, it will be one of the leaders. And this signals the fact that now that the court has dismissed the application with costs, we could see the King of Amazulu arriving any minute from now. But let's see who will disembark from this car. But according to my knowledge, okay. Okay, I've received confirmation that this is Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi. As we see, some of the princes here have arrived, and the arrival of the traditional Prime Minister simply means that the King will also be arriving, because in terms of protocol and tradition of the Zulu nation, the King should be the last one to arrive. After the arrival of the traditional Prime Minister, I see Inspector Mieni here opening the door for traditional Prime Minister of the Zulu nation, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi. I'm sure we'll try and get a comment from him also about the outcome of the court case here. We'll try and get some comment. Sheng, niyaphila mntwana? Siyakhuleka mntwana, niyaphila? Yebo mntwana. Siyaxolisa ukukuhijacker. Can we please get your reaction, your comment? The court has dismissed with cost the application by Prince Mbonisi and others as the traditional Prime Minister of the Zulu nation. How do you feel?
I hope that the penny is dropped at last, as far as Prince Mbonisi and his cohorts are concerned, because really they have been up to this nonsense, for too long, and actually they learn no lessons even from all the flops that have happened in all their trials to undermine the ascendancy of our king to his throne.
So do you think this is a boost for the king and for upcoming court cases, because this legal battle seems far from over, Sheikh?
Well, it is far from over, of course, because it was only last week on Wednesday that we met with Mr. Mkhunu and the committee that had been set up by Cocter, because they still have to report. Whatever happens, we still have to report. Okay. The king was just below.
Okay, Shenge, let's release you. I think the king is arriving. Thank you very much for your time. I've spotted here the convoy of King Misuzulu, kaZwelithini, arriving. This will be a boost for Amazulu King, because he has just emerged victorious here. The court has dismissed an application by some of Amazulu royal family members who wanted him interdicted from basically addressing this gathering and this commemoration here, the Battle of iSandlwana. So let's see Amazulu King here, as he will be disembarking any minute from now here. I can sense that his convoy has increased, and there were reports about security concerns for the king, and it's something that Prince Thulani said, well, he doesn't want to comment about for now. But let me also tell you that the praise singer Ubaba Mdletshe is here to welcome the king. Before the king disembarks, of course, Ubaba Mdletshe will perform that praise singing for the king, as we see some senior princes here to welcome the king. Also Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, whom we've just interviewed. So before the king disembarks, he will have to be welcomed by the traditional Prime Minister of Amazulu, as well as some of the princes who are here, as Amabutho will be arriving also. More and more people are coming here. Let's just wait to hear, as the king is about to disembark, let's wait to hear the salutation as well. If you can bear with us as we plan to take this natural sound of the arrival of the king here. Well, basically, I will just wait for the king to be given his traditional ihau and isihlangu sakhe. And I can tell you that inside that car I've spotted the king's son, Prince Mpendulo. The Pietermaritzburg High Court has dismissed an application with cost that has been brought forward by some members of the Zulu royal family, including Prince Mbonisi, who is the late king's brother, who wanted to interdict King Misuzulu kaZwelithini from addressing this iSandlwana commemoration here in Ngutu. 143 years ago, the mighty army of the Zulu nation defeated the British here in what has been dubbed an upset and humiliation for the British. At the center of that battle 143 years ago was the issue of defending the land from colonial invaders, something that still continues up to this day, as the land question has not been sorted out as we speak. It's something that we expect the King of the Zulus will touch on regarding the subject of the land. Many years have been covering this battle of iSandlwana commemoration. The late King of Amazulu, King kaZwelithini kaZulu, used to talk about defending the land of the Zulus, saying the land is the blanket of the nation, saying he will not allow the nation to be stripped naked and land being taken away from the nation. So we expect that the current king will touch on issues of land in particular. We also know that there has been an issue about Ingonyama Trust, and we expect that even though he may not delve much into that, but he may touch on the issue of the land, but also the ongoing squabbles within the Zulu royal family members. We expect him to touch on issues of unity within the family, as we see that not all Zulu royal family members are here, but some princes are here also. Amabuto, we are told, are making their way also. It will be interesting to see who will attend from the KwaZulu-Natal provincial government, if at all there will be anyone. I know that the Speaker of the provincial legislature, Nontembeko Boyce, will be attending because she received a special invite from the office of the King. She has honored that invite. She is attending this as the Zulu King Misuzulu kaZwelithini disembarks the second. Amazulu King Misuzulu kaZwelithini arriving. I see also the Queen is here. I see the leader of the IFP, that is Velenkosini Hlabisa, is here. Prince Mpendulo is here with uNdlunkulu. They are also here. Ndlunkulu niyaphila kodwa? Siyaphila Ndlunkulu, siyabonga. Ngiyabona nomntwana nangu naye. So these are members of the Zulu royal family. King Misuzulu's Queen Kamaisela is also here, as this signals the start of this battle of iSandlwana commemoration. I see inkosi uChiliza Dungeni, niyaphila kodwa? Sikhona, siyabona nasenkantolo kuhambe kahle Dungeni, mhlawumbe ukuthola elakho ukusekela ijikayo.
Cha, sithokoza kakhulu, siyakholwa ukuthi vele bekungekho lutho obekubalekile bekukhuluma nje kwegceke esikholwa konke kuzogcina kubuyela esimweni esifanele, ngoba into ebalekile ubunye bukaZulu.
Siyabonga kakhulu. That is Inkosi Chiliza, who is the chairperson of the KwaZulu-Natal Traditional House of Leaders here, as we show you more visuals of Amabuto.